Hello, welcome back to another Show Off Actions live stream. Today I'm just going to be animating a short, very mysterious stop motion. I'm steering Gunther, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy. First, I'm going to need some string. Like an off-camera iPad or stand tripod. Now, actually start animating. As always, you just want to try to move it as little as possible. Or that's what a lot of people say, but my goal is always try to move as much of the figure as possible, simultaneously moving as little as possible. If that makes any sense. Because you want to try to get all those joints moving at the same time, but just not in big quantities. Like, if you're animating, or if you're animating someone jumping, you want to move all those joints to make it come together. But also, you don't want to move it like be all crunched in on one frame and then immediately in the next. It'll be sticking out. Hold on a sec. So it's just gonna make it way too choppy. Is this a good camera angle? Anyone watching live or late? Tell me in the comments or something if this is a good camera angle for my search speakers. I think it's pretty good. However, I'm not the audience. Yeah. So if it totally sucks, you can tell me. And I'll try to change it for the next one. I know I haven't been live streaming much. Hello, NFA Wrestling. First member. Glad to see it. What's good? is my audience just like WWE fans, or do you guys watch other wrestling promotions? Because recently I've been getting into TNA and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Those are pretty good. I say recently, but like I just started watching this week, so I don't know too much about it. I started watching TNA because Nick Nemeth. He is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I'm going to try to follow what he does. And New Japan, just because I hear so much good stuff about their storylines. Super Eye Patch Wolf creates some really good stuff about New Japan, and so that got me really interested. One thing led to another. Also, occasionally watch AEW. Not a big AEW guy though. I watch wrestling for the storylines, and as good as AEW's wrestling is, the storylines are kind of subpar. The camera that I live stream on is different than what I animate on, and I must say, just looking at this, the the zoom and everything, focus is incredible. I like this a lot. For the record, if you're trying to find this, like after the stream, if you're trying to find this animation, you're not going to be seeing it because this I'm on like pre-recording the pre-recording the 100th subscribers special. We get those ready. So in case you're wondering, here's like the kind of plan for subscriber specials. 100 is going to be a compilation, and then after that, I'll be making like regular compilations. So that's gonna be fun. And then 500 is going to be a full Royal Rumble. If I can do that, I hope I can. It seems like a huge commitment. I saw JWS do it once, and that's just incredible. That's peak stop motion. I don't know how you could do that. It's amazing. And I'm going to take my shot at it. And lastly, at I haven't planned out like 1,000, 2,000, 300,000 or anything like that. But at 10,000, I want to start like a pick fed, but with fully animated matches. Because I don't want to have 500 people and then they join in. I want to be a large audience when it starts off, and then take off even larger. I don't want anyone to have to do any catching up. And now here's the fun part. Rey Mysterio is going to start a springboard motion. This is what I was talking about a little earlier. How you want to move all the joints while still moving as little as possible. Because I'm moving his arms right now just a little bit, but I'm also moving his legs just a little bit. How do you do polls on here? It looks like fun. Okay, so I just clicked it, and it looks like I can either start a Q&A or I can start a poll. I don't think I have enough of an audience to start a poll just yet. I'm going to start a Q&A just yet, so I'm going to start off with a poll. Alright, so I'm going to ask, what other WrestleMania matches would y'all like to see added to the card? A few I've been thinking I want to see, if she's cleared, I'd love Asuka to be featured at WrestleMania because she is crazy good in the ring. If they give her time, I bet if they give her enough time for the match, I bet it would kick butt. Be a great match. I don't know who it would be against. There are only a few wrestlers that you can put against anyone, and they will deliver a stellar match. Asuka, Seth Rollins, both of those guys are one of those types of wrestlers that can deliver a great match against anyone. Kenny Omega also. Get it back in there. I remember, okay, so one guy in the comments actually asked one time, he wanted a tutorial, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to deliver that. I'll try my best, but my tutorials are mostly in my live streams. I'll be talking about how and what I do to animate, little tidbits and stuff. Specifically right now, when I do the springboard and stuff, anything high flying, try to spread my fingers out as much as possible while holding the string, because that keeps it nice and sturdy in place. Just a little tidbit for anyone who also wants to know more about anime. Probably already know that though. What matches are y'all most excited for at WrestleMania? I am super pumped for that ladder match, the tag team ladder match, and also Bayley versus Io Sky. I think that is going to be like an all-timer match. Also Cody versus Roman, obviously, but I am a huge Roman Reigns fan, and I am really not ready to see the Tribal Chief lose his title yet. I know it's been a long time, and he hasn't been in his prime title reign for a while. But dude, there are people who have never known wrestling without Roman Reigns as champion. I started watching back in 2021, The only way I know wrestling is with Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion. It's crazy. Also, I'm pretty excited for Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio. If they add that on, that split, that heel turn from Santos was so great. Fantastic. I also think that match would be good. Like, not just the storyline, but the match too. Also, a lot of people are not happy to see Sami Zayn win that gauntlet over Chad Gable, but you can't deny it. Sami Zayn is going to put on a magical match against Gunther. Classic underdog story. Sami Zayn is just so great at that, man. My hot take scared off that one participant. I just learned you can share screen in this. It's kind of neat.